Last round.
You know.
Education, application, innovation.
School.
Yeah, 100%.
School.
Now, for some people, it's not what they want. It's not what they want, but I would argue that a lot of people perhaps don't stop and think of the bigger picture of what they want. So, you know, they look at what they want, they go, I just want to de-stress and do this and I don't care. That's fine to start with. That gets you in the door.
Yeah.
But if all you want to do is work up a sweat, then just get on the floor and burpee until you can't burpee anymore. Job done.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
Costs you nothing.
Yeah.
You'll work up a sweat. You'll be gassed. You'll probably get a little bit fitter. You might end up with a lower back injury, but other than that, you'll be gassed. Mission accomplished. You'll feel like spewing in your shoes in 10 minutes and you're all done.
You can do that at home, people.
Yeah, 100%.
Do that at home.
Get into that and you're good to go. You don't need any coaching any further, and go and see a good chiropractor when you're done, probably after a month. All right, but no, in all seriousness, if you don't spend the time to learn how to do it properly, then you're never going to advance in it. And it takes some people longer to realise that. If they stick around here for long enough, they'll figure it out. But anyone who is any good at this game has a vested interest in learning something about it. I've never seen a good athlete that is completely, how would you put it, completely blind to not wanting to improve what they're doing. You know?
Right, yeah.
They have to be invested in that.
You have to use every tool
You have to use
in
it.
the belt to be the best
that
you can.
Yeah, but and it's not about someone spending 50 hours a week reading up on training and all that. That's my job, you know. That's not their job. But what it is that when you learn something, you at the time that you're applying it, you think about it, you remember it, and you apply it. And one of the other things, if we look at the other end of the spectrum, we were talking about how individual training, you know, we're looking at PT being the pinnacle of supervision for an individual, where you're one-on-one and there's no other, you know, the energy is completely devoted to the individual. And good PTs, you'll get every bit of value out of them that you will out of any other service. You know, you get a good PT, they're worth probably 3 times what you're paying them for the benefit that you get out of it.
Yeah,
you know?
And you'll have those ones that just fall into the rut, like you said, like, and just keep the business.
Yeah, so you compare it to, I don't know, any service. Compare it to going and getting a bloody haircut. What does a haircut last you for a couple of weeks or something? And people go, but a PT is only an hour. No. If you're utilising that person properly, that hour impacts you could impact you for the rest of your life, depending on what they're showing you and depending on whether you're actually absorbing it. Now, where the issue is, and I've seen this with clients previously, people that go and get dietitians, they go and get PTs, or they go and treat physiotherapists, or whatever it might be. You name it, they go to that practitioner and they get a plan and they get them to walk them through it or guide them through it or whatever. And then as soon as they're not there to supervise it, or the whole lot goes out. And the worst part is that not only does it stop, but when you ask them about it, they don't know what they've been doing for the last 6 months with this PT. They can't, you know, they've taken no ownership of it. So what they've done is essentially looked,
I can pay for this.
I'll pay for it, somebody else will take responsibility for it. So with my diet, when the dietitian writes this down on a piece of paper, I will follow that piece of paper. As soon as I no longer am seeing the dietitian, well, it's the dietitian's fault that I'm not losing weight anymore, or that this is happening.
I'll find a new dietitian.
I'll go and get another one. Let's start the cycle again. So that's, whereas, you know, the dietitian provides an eating plan or guidelines or whatever piece of information they do in regards to their eating. Instead of taking that, owning it, understanding it, looking at, hey, if I'm out, what substitutes can I put in here? How do I develop good habits from this? It's not about what's written on the piece of paper. It's about developing an understanding of what it means, and then how do I apply it to where I am? And that's what they should be paying. That's what they're paying for. They're paying to learn that. And that same with the PT. You're not paying for someone to yell at you and do burpees on the bloody ground. You're paying to learn something so that when you no longer have the PT, you can do it yourself. That's what you're paying for, or you should be paying for it if you're in any way smart. Because otherwise, you're going to pay $75 an hour for the rest of your days, 3 or 4 times a week, and learn nothing from it. So inevitably, it's kind of like being a passenger. I'm going back to my car analogies here.
Yeah.
Passenger in a car who goes back and forth to a destination, never really pays attention to the directions or how to get there again, and you put them in the driver's seat and go, okay, we'll take us to that place we've been 3 times before.
Your nav man will shut you out.
I don't know how to get there.
But
What do you mean you don't know?
dies.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
do you mean you don't know? You've been there 4 or 5 times already.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I need to drive it. You need to
Yeah.
experience. You need to take ownership of it. Same thing. So don't be the passenger. Be the driver. Sorry, the F-bomb.
We can swear.
Yeah. Be the driver. You know,
100%.
take some ownership over it. Same in the gym. Don't switch off, read the board and go, oh, we're doing these again, we're doing these again. Understand what the exercise is for. Understand how to apply it. And then you will get, not only will you get more out of the exercise itself, because you're focused on the muscles that you're trying to activate at a particular time, or you're focused on improving your movement patterns. You're going to put more weight on the bar, you're going to become more efficient with your movement patterns, and you're going to reap the benefits of that, as in being able to move more weight and gain more strength, and then build more muscle, etc., etc., etc. So there's always a payoff for it, but because it's not an immediate payoff, it's not that feel endorphin release that people chase through food or activity or sex or making themselves feel better. People don't think that it's of value, and it's funny that pretty much every habit that you have, the ones that have no immediate payoff are generally the ones that have a long-term payoff, and that's kind of the conundrum, because humans, we want this, we need to get some reward for that immediately.
Yeah.
We don't get that reward, then that mustn't work, or that's no good. So you see it with everything from training to eating to in the fitness space. Everything. Could be anything. Could be the way I like to look at it. Right, I was terrible. Probably still am terrible, 6 months ago at social media, okay, and because you're helping me with this, right? So I would bang on about, why am I getting more clients and this, that, and the other, and why, I hate doing this social media, and I just hate it, couldn't stand it, and I never had anything to do with it, didn't like it, and you immediately form this. I've tried it for a week, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Oh, it must be shit. Doesn't work for me.
It
doesn't work for me. You've done it for a week, you idiot. And you've done it badly for a week because you're just starting.
Yeah.
So not only have you gone, look, you've put nowhere near the amount of effort in that you need to put in to get it actually to work.
Yeah.
But you've been doing it badly, because that's what happens when you start anything. You do it badly. So you do it badly, you do it for a short period of time, and then you give up.
Yeah.
You sound familiar? Well, that's pretty much the fitness industry right there for pretty much anyone that has failed in their quest to improve themselves in anything. It's always been start, don't get an immediate result, do it badly, bang.
Are you getting a call?
Getting a call.
Is it still filming?
It's still filming, man.
Is it the light just went off?
I don't know.
Quick, check it.
Check it.
So thanks to whoever just called, you ruined the whole video.
Ruined the whole thing, man. Come on. Trying to be professional here. I was just banging on about how good I'm getting at social media, and this happened.
Someone
Look
calls.
like amateur.
I got it on the other camera, so it'll be
It's
funny.
all right. It's all good.